Impromptunes acknowledges that this podcast is recorded on the traditional lands of the Boonwurrung peoples of the Kulin Nation. We pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging and celebrate their enduring connections to country, knowledge and stories.
Impromptunes, 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 imprompt. Do you hear the people improvising?
Good people of the world, thanks for tuning in to Impromptunes, the completely improvised musical podcast. Now here they are, the cast of Impromptunes.
Hello and welcome, one and all. Your face, your eyes, your ears, your mouth, every single part of you to Impromptunes, the completely improvised musical, the podcast. It's so great to have your headphones in your ears listening to us, Impromptunes, sing you a beautiful improvised musical once again, this time in your life. And of course, it is me, Brenna Glazebrook. You might remember me from such ramblings as other podcasts I've introduced. But it's not just me. It's, of course, my stylish, darling, beautiful friends also in the studio with me. Brenton Gardiner to my left. How are you, Brenton?
Good, stylish and darling as always.
They're my two go-to words whenever I'm describing you. And of course, stylish and darling, Isabella Valette.
Oh, thank you so much. Just so excited to be here.
Is this just dropped through Italy on the way through to the podcast studio?
I'm so happy.
And she's a stylish, a darling, stunning and a brave.
Stunning and brave.
Yes, it's so good to have you here. Sorry, I'll leave the accents to you, Isa, clearly.
I lived in Italy, so I can do it.
Exactly, that's why you got to
A lot of people don't know that. I never talk about it.
I never knew until this very moment in time. And of course, we have Hayden Dunn on the keys, doing a stunning and brave job.
Is he called Hayden Dunn? Because when he plays the piano, he goes dun dun dun.
Exactly. Yes.
Just like that. Beautiful.
A lot of foreboding.
So much foreboding.
And Emmet Nichols, we have doing Dat Tech.
Who dat?
Who dat?
Who dat?
Emmet Nichols
Dat
on Dat
Tech.
Tech.
Dat never heard of Dat Tech.
Well, you've never heard of him? He's a really big deal.
Really?
Yeah.
In like the impromptu
In
world?
Perth.
Oh, in Perth.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Yeah. No, I haven't been allowed in Perth for a while. So, all my memories of Perth slowly crumbled away during the pandemic.
God. Just all you can remember is just black swans and that's all.
Yeah, just Natalie Portman just dancing in a circle in my head to Aronofsky's tunes.
Guys, so we don't often get to see each other. We're quite busy with lives, but we stay in touch with each other on group chats, and so it's so nice to see you in person. What's a really fun memory that you guys have of one time that we've spent together? We were discussing today when we all went to the beach in Adelaide, and we were. It was yourself, so Brenton, Isa, myself, David Peekaboo, and Josh Burton, and we were all a bit hungover, and we came up with a solution that if the world ended and we had to repopulate, we sort of created the mathematic formula.
Yeah.
Yep. But also, I think the context was we were in Adelaide doing Fringe, doing Impromptunes.
Yeah.
The pandemic was just about to hit. We didn't know it yet.
Yeah, that's true.
And we were like, look how perfect this day is. Look how perfect this beach is. We could just live here forever.
Yes.
Imagine if the whole world ended around us and we had to. How would that look?
Yes.
A mix of sexualities, a mix of characters.
Because of course David and Brenton, were both like, we were like, all right, well, Brenna can be with David at the start. I'll be with Brenton. We've got to make sure we know whose bebe is whose.
Yeah, exactly.
So in the next generation, when we get the guys to have sex with our children, they're not having sex with their own child.
When they're of age and consenting.
Oh, yeah.
obviously.
And a mix of whose child would be the weakest. It was like for survival of the fittest, it's like, well, that child isn't going to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's always a beautiful, fun memory for me.
Yeah. And then I guess in response to that, then you put all our faces through an app which created children versions of our adult faces. And
I got very bored during the pandemic one time, and I spent a lot of time on a face swap app.
Yeah. And then Brenton, you actually worked out that all our children looked like one character and one character alone.
A vampire.
Edward,
Renesmee.
Edward Cullen's daughter, the CGI child of 2011 that spooked out the world, was all our children.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, stunning.
gorgeous. They're all beautiful.
They're all
like
beautiful
super model
children. Yeah, we might have to take a screenshot of that and put it up for our Patreon listeners. That'll get people subscribing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And write in, let us know what couple is going to make the best child in the post-apocalyptic world.
Write in, let us know who you think would, out of the Impromptunes gang, would survive in a dystopian apocalypse.
Send it to our PO box. We'll take it.
Yeah, PO box.
Closed box, PO
Crow's Nest.
1735.
Saturday Disney.
Studio Mormon.
Studio Mormon, exactly. So great. I think we've all agreed that memory has been significant for us all. So we'll move along to describing what we're going to be doing for you. Well, unless you're a first timer. Oh, is that sorry?
I think I know what we're about to be doing, Brenna, which is we're making another significant memory, both for us and the listeners.
Oh, that is so beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, that's pretty
really
special.
deep. This has become really significant now. Thank you, Isabella.
That's okay. I mean, now that I've said that, you have to remember what you're about to hear.
Okay.
You know, like when I was a child, I used to go, oh, it sucks how I've forgotten so many days. And then I was like, I'm going to remember this day. And I still remember thinking to myself, remember this. I was at my friends, Alice and Claire's house. They're still in my life. They're still in our lives. I remember that day. Remember this pod.
Remember this pod.
Because you might need it later. That's how narrative works.
I feel very tense about remembering this now.
Remember,
Don't worry,
August
Brenton, this won't get
15th.
published if it sucks. So if anyone's hearing this, it will be a good pod.
Well, of course, we will be making up an improvised musical for you tonight with the amazing Hayden creating all the songs as he goes. We will be creating the narrative. We'll be making up all the lyrics to the songs. Everything is improvised. We're pulling it all out of the air as we go. And of course, we do make up the show from a title that you suggest. And we are running a bit low, so we would bloody love it if you would get onto our socials.
Bloody love it.
Bloody love it.
Show us your titles.
Show us your titles.
Please, give us some titles so we can keep making up these crazy, crazy shows. And also, if you like us, please give us a little likey boo-boo on iTunes or whatever medium you listen to our podcast on. And if you want to give us some cashola for being struggling artists, then please subscribe to our Patreon. I won't beg. I'm not needy. I'm just saying if you want to, then you're welcome to. But if you don't, I won't chase you. I've changed. I'm doing a lot of work on myself. Okay, so putting my hand into the bowl of destiny and revealing the title for today, which will be The Drunkards of Downing Street from Lindsay McNab from Facebook. Thank you, Lindsay McNab. Any relation to the McDonald's and bank chain, I wonder?
Uh-huh.
Now I thought when you looked at me and you said any relation to, I thought, how do you know that about me? Because that's amazing. My grandmother's maiden name was McNab.
Oh, really?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And I have heard from Lindsay McNab before, I think, because I remember that name. And once we did like a Scottish thing for Lindsay McNab, I think, about like some kind of clan. I think it was published.
You remembered that day.
Yes, the McNabs
God,
are a
that was
really
important to
interesting
you.
clan, a very, very proud clan from Scotland. And there's a whole lot of vicious sort of stuff about how they wiped out another clan entirely. And we actually met her in Edinburgh in Scotland.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Lindsay, thank you so much for sending us in that title. Well, I guess without further ado, Impromptunes presents for the first, last and only time, unless you listen to us again, The Drunkards of Downing Street by Lindsay McNab.
Here at Eton, no one controls us. Here at Eton, we are glorious.
Ooh, at Eton, we all salute Tom Hiddleston at Eton. We are brilliant.
Everyone would be lucky to have our sperm. We are so superior everywhere.
Yes, we are the 1% at Eton. Yes, we won't be beaten at Eton. Yes, we are the 1% at Eton. Yes, Yes, we won't be beaten at Eton.
Visits from Mummy, visits from Nanny, visits from Daddy, and all the family at Eton.
At Eton.
My daddy was famous, my other one was mad. Everyone here is very, very bad at Eton.
My uncle is inbred, keep it in the family. We lock him in the attic, but we've got a lot of money. We are the 1% at Eton. Yes, we won't be beaten at Eton. We are the 1% at Eton. Yes, we won't be beaten at Eton. Dukes and duchesses and mummies and daddies and dukes and duchesses and mummies and daddies and dukes and duchesses and mummies and daddies and money and pounds and money and pounds and accolades and politicians and
Money, kings and queens and paupers and pipers and Donald and Reagan. Everyone is famous. Everyone is famous. E-T-O-N.
Dowager Marie, good to see you here. I'm sorry to hear about the passing of dear Edgar. Terrible news, terrible news. Anyway, do come inside. I've got a briefing in 5, but you're most welcome here at number 10 Downing Street.
Thank you, Richard. It was a disastrous day, I must say, but it is all the better for you to be here and to console me at such a terrible time.
Of course, you know what it's like, Dowager. Your husband, Edgar, was an Eton boy, and we Eton boys stick together no matter what.
Yes, one of the old boys, wasn't he, Richard?
Oh, that's right, in a simpler time before political correctness.
Oh, yes, the good old days, when you could go out and shoot a lion without your face being printed all over social media.
Yes, when you could have a title and people would respect you for it instead of talking about a stupid thing called class.
Oh, yes. What do they know about class, Richard? They wouldn't know class. Spat in their face, which I've done.
Of course, as PM, I'll be moving to make some strong moves away from the lower classes.
Oh, yes, Richard, as the new Prime Minister of Britain, I can't wait to see what new world order you roll out for us.
Of course, we rely on your support as always, Dowager.
Oh, of course. Well, you have my financial backing, and of course you've got my personal backing.
Oh.
Wink.
Oh, well, Dowager, don't say that in front of Miss Pauline.
Miss Pauline is out of earshot, Richard. She's getting your tea and hobnobs, while I'm getting naughty and hobnobs.
Dowager.
Richard.
So disrespectful. Edgar's body's still warm.
Yes.
And so
Make
is
love
my
on it
body.
while it's still warm.
You brought
Richard.
it here?
Yes.
Oh.
It's underneath the coffee table, Richard.
Oh,
You know I love to make it stiff on a stiff.
Oh, we English that have been to boarding school are so depraved and naughty.
Yes, I rented our favourite sexy movie, Keep Calm, We're Horny.
Oh my gosh, and I'm not calm at all, as you can see. Boing, 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 boing.
Oh, Richard, is that a Union Jack in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
I'm harder than Brexit, baby.
My, Richard, I've never seen a Yorkie bar look so tempting.
You've never seen Winston Churchill at full mast. But here he is, ready to plough into Nazi territory.
Oh, Richard, the last thing we need now is to be interrupted by somebody.
Oh, my busy hands.
Mr. Richard.
Oh,
I've got your hobnobs and tea. I hope you don't mind if I pop it down right over here. Psh. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I thought that was the table. Don't mind me. Just over here. Now, look, I put a little something extra in your tea today just because I know it's been a stressful week for you and I want to give you both worked so hard and want to relax things for you.
Thank you, Miss Pauline. Obviously, she means a slight bit of cocaine.
Oh, yes, well...
Put a little trace in it for us.
Only a trace, though, not something they can
A
find.
little bit of snuff.
A little bit bop, a little shoop and a shoop, a little sizzle sizzle.
Oh, Miss Pauline, if you weren't so good to me, I'd have to ask you to hand in your resignation.
And you have.
It's so good that you know your place, Miss Pauline.
Because I know too much.
And if you were to ever step out of your place, Miss Pauline, obviously we would have to make some pretty serious moves.
Absolutely.
With the British CIA.
Yes, we know where to hide the bodies, Miss Pauline.
Under the table.
British FBI. What?
Oh, I can see him.
That's a
No,
rug.
that's just an ornament.
I had the Dyson round this morning. There was no getting through him.
Miss Pauline, that's simply a toy from Hamley's.
Oh, yeah, all right. I've seen some toys in my time, and that ain't one of them. I'm telling you that.
It's a rug from Fortnum and Spencer.
Oh, that is not
Ornament
true.
Nathan, Richard.
Fortnum, I'm getting sweating. I'm confusing my Marks and Spencers with my Fortnums and Masons.
How long have I looked after you folk?
Well, since I was a little baby in Eton, Miss Pauline.
Exactly, and I've never popped a word, have I?
No,
It's true, she has never popped a word.
that's it.
Richard.
I'll tell you why. Because she respects her superiors. She respects the upper classes. She doesn't have any of this nonsense that's been trotted round the streets today by the likes of Russell Brand about the lower class having more of a say.
Oh, yes, he's Booky Wooky, more like his Suki Suki.
More
Good
like
one, Dowager.
his looky shooky. More like his cookie.
Honestly, it's the whip that keeps me coming back to this job every day.
We're very good at jokes.
Ruffle Brand, more like Ruffle Off Brand.
Russell Brand, more like rustling sand.
Stop it, I can.
Russell Brand, more like a flustered bland.
Oh, Richard.
It's too much. Miss Pauline, get out of here before I fuck the Dowager again under the table. Oh, Miss Pauline. Now, don't you go getting any ideas. I picked up a copy of Russell Brand's Booky Wook and I popped it underneath my desk, and I don't want you reading it, just dusting it. It's me to laugh at and urinate over when I get drunk. Let's take this outside, Dowager.
Yes, let's wave to our fans, Richard.
Oh, what a day. All right, you can come in now, everyone. Got to move on this room.
Okay, I'll go do the dusting.
All right, yeah, I do the cleaning.
Oh, you watched The Voice last night?
Yeah, I did, yeah, you see Sheila?
Oh, yes, that's Cheryl.
Yeah, you did down the road, yeah. Sheila from down the road, yeah.
Yeah.
She tried out, yeah?
Yeah, she fit, yeah.
I think she's what? She's the 75th person who's made it into the show.
Yeah, I think
She's
Simon
well
Cowell gave her the golden buzzer, yeah?
Yeah.
Remember when Susan Boyle used to work here?
Yeah, Susan
Oh, yeah,
Boyle, she
Susan
was...
Boyle.
Susan Boyle, more like Susan Soyle.
Oh, we don't find
We
that
don't
kind
find
of
that funny.
jokes
It's
funny.
not funny to
Wrong
us.
crowd.
It's not
We don't
funny.
understand it.
We just like slapstick humour.
Yeah.
All right,
We
well,
like-
that's quite enough. You know the jobs, everyone. Go through the room. Combing through for every little bit of evidence.
We only like some mothers do have them. That's our type of comedy.
Yeah.
And the Vicar of Dibley.
Yeah, thanks, Spencer.
Yeah.
All right, well, you know the drill. You find me a bit of goss and you get 1 hour of telly time. And you can pick whatever you want to watch. Be it Dad's Army. Be it...
I love that, Tommy.
Yeah.
What about some Hello Hello, Miss Polly?
Bit of Hello Hello. How about a bit of Get Smart?
Oh, no, not the
No, all right.
stuff.
No, that's a bit too smart for me.
Yeah.
I'd like to watch the Downton Abbey Christmas special.
Ooh, only if you find some real delicious goss.
All right.
That's a treat and maybe a biscuit for you both.
Would that dead body count under the table? Have you found
I
that?
got there first, I'm afraid, love.
Miss Pauline, if I find something really juicy, can I please watch some Art Attack?
If I can find a good copy on YouTube, it's all yours, bub.
The Neil Buchanan one, please.
Which one?
The Neil Buchanan ones, please. Not Mr. Maker.
All right, you're in no position to be making demands right now. You come to me with what you got and I'll assess whether
Sorry,
it's
Miss
worth
Pauline.
something.
Sorry, Miss Pauline.
I'll go look
I'm
in the,
going to go
the
home.
Prime Minister's office.
Hey, Miss Pauline, you
Yeah.
seem real stressed today. What's wrong?
Sally, look, it's not stress. What it's called is worry, okay? I'm worried.
Worried that you'll lose your job?
Yeah. You know why?
Why, Miss Pauline?
Because the master thinks maybe you're not fit for it no more?
I'm getting old and I know a lot, but I don't know enough. I don't know enough to keep this job. Not for the next 10 years. Not the way things are moving, all right? They're too clean these days. They don't even hide it anymore. They've got a dead body to put under the table. They're not even trying. And at the end of the day, they're just coming out and saying it. Mr. Trump gave them all the ideas. Like, just be honest. What are they going to do? They're still going to love him.
Mr. Trump sure did give him a lot of ideas.
He just came out and said it. And everyone just supported him even more.
In fact, I think that dead body under the table was an art attack.
Yeah, that's why he's got paper mache all over his face. Little death mask. I keep a collection.
Well, how are you going to keep your job then, Miss Pauline?
It's up to you. I can't do it myself. And if I lose my job, you both lose your job. Innit?
Well, see, I've been reading this new Russell Brand book.
Oh, no.
Yes, and he told me that the way that the upper classes keep us lower and middle classes down is by making sure we're too busy to notice how bad our lives are.
Yeah, and I've been reading it too. And it says all this bit about Katy Perry being a slag. And not funny.
But past that stuff, he also says that we should have a revolution.
Yeah.
We should rise up against the upper classes. Anyway, I'm going to go back to combing.
No, wait. What sort of stuff?
Or just, have you ever felt frustrated with your life? Like you've been doing the same job for 40 years on the same pay and getting nowhere?
Being held down by people in the 1% and, spat on and you go and make them cups of teas and hobnobs while they're, having intercourse in the office and you
I make a good cup of tea.
And feeling like this, they think they can have everything and get away with everything whilst you drop a bit of tea on the carpet and you get docked 40 quid from your pay.
Oh, well, this is dangerous thinking. I can't afford to think like this. If I had a thought like this my whole life, I'd be out on the street.
Well, maybe if you were out on the street, you'd be making some noise with the revolution.
It's dangerous and it's scary.
The revolution needs a dangerous and scary leader.
To think like this. It's scary when you think. To think like this. You got to be wary when the ideas start coming up in your head. Well, it's really hard to put them to bed when you try to sleep at night, but your mind keeps rolling. Ideas are the enemy, they're toxic to me. They keep me safe and happy. Ideas are the toxic thing in my life to avoid strife.
Ideas are the toxic enemy. Ideas are the toxic enemy. Ideas are the toxic enemy.
For me.
For me. For me. Ideas are the toxic enemy. Ideas are the toxic enemy. Ideas are the toxic enemy.
For me.
But Miss Pauline, just think you've wasted each day dusting and busting your life away. Imagine one day, if you can, raise your duster and take a stand.
Yes, Miss Pauline, just think all the things you could do besides drink. You have learned so much these years. You turn on them and you face your fears.
Ideas are the toxic enemy.
Ideas are the toxic enemy.
You make a good point.
Ideas are the toxic enemy.
You make a good point. I've never thought to expand my mind. I've never thought to seek and find. I've never thought to look ahead. But if I do, I dread, 'cause ideas are the toxic enemy. But what if they're not?
Ideas are the toxic enemy.
But what if I'm wrong?
Oh, Miss Pauline, I know you don't want to make a scupper, but you've got to do more with your life than serve the rich and make a cuppa.
I think you're right, girls, follow me and pack your bags. Come on, you bunch of slags, come on. Ideas are friends for you and me. 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 They'll see. They'll see.
Oh, Richard. It's so wonderful to be out here al fresco waving to our fans.
Indeed. I feel so powerful when I stand outside on the balcony of Downing Street.
Piss off!
Yeah.
No, that's
An
rather
uncouth youth.
strange. Uncouth youth.
Guards!
So good, Richard.
Ahoy, boy! Ahoy, boy!
How much is a kilo of milk? A litre even?
I don't know how much a kilo is in terms of measurements. I've never even had to measure anything in my life. One doesn't count one's cash, lovers, or years on earth. That's what my mother said before she cocked it.
Oh, Richard, you have such a way with words.
Anyway, Dowager, I'm glad we had this little afternoon sizzle. Now, tell me, I can rely on you and your castle, of course, to continue to fund my campaign no matter what and silence any opposition that I have, including that pesky Russell Brand and his Booky Wook.
Of course, Richard, I have handed over the deeds to Edinburgh Castle to your party.
Thank you so much. Of course, we'll control the media and that pesky Katy Perry who seems to be pushing her nose into British politics as well.
Oh, she needs to stay out of everybody's business. She's trying to get involved in the food industry in Australia. She's trying to get involved in politics in Britain.
Everyone knows Australia's ours. It's our colony.
I know, I'd bring sleeveless shirts back if I could, Richard, but
Sleeveless shirts.
Sleeveless shirts. That's what I said,
Beautiful,
sleeveless shirts.
dapper little arms. Oh,
I've been
indeed.
doing the Madonna workout, you see, Richard. I'm good friends with Guy Ritchie.
Wait, the Maradona workout?
The Maradona.
You're good at soccer now.
I'm very good at soccer, yes. In fact, I just bought the
deeds to
deeds
the Real Madrid.
Yes.
I've, of course, got the deeds to, the other ones, Arsenal and stuff.
The Shakiras.
Yes.
And the Wycliffe jeans.
Yes. My hips don't lie.
No,
But,
they don't.
Dowager, whatever you do,
Yes, Richard.
silence all opposition.
I think I just heard the ghost of Alan Rickman.
Oh, there he is. Silence all opposition.
He's very jolly, isn't he?
Yes, he was a member of the Tories before he died. A lot of people think of him as an actor, not as a political figure.
Mr. Rickman, I'm a gigantic fan. What was your favourite part about Harry Potter?
My favourite part was when Voldemort started to win. It reminded me of the Tories.
Mr. Rickman, you sound an awful lot like Aaron Neville also. I don't know much, but I know I love you.
Wait a second. The ghost of Aaron Neville's here.
Oh my goodness me, this is rather a famous tete-a-tete, isn't it, Richard?
My gosh, I wonder what other ghosts
I
could
think
possibly
Richard Neville
join
was
us.
a Tory as well.
Oh, a little known fact. So many celebrities were closeted Tories.
Oh, it's Tory spelling. She's also a Tory.
She is. I didn't even know she died. No, it's just the ghost of my teenage years.
Oh, I see. It's her former face. The ghost of her former face. Hello, Tory.
My daddy sold it.
Oh, yes. R.I.P. Aaron Spelling.
Well, with all these ghosts on our side, as well as your money and Edinburgh Castle, then nobody could possibly gain traction at all. Wait a second. What's that sound? Do you hear them singing?
Yes. Do you hear the people sing?
Do you hear the people?
Down with the 1%. Down, down, down.
Are they speaking about the milk, Richard? Down with the 1%
yes, 1% milk.
Oh, yes.
It's not very
I hate
popular.
That stuff. No.
I like it directly from the teat.
You see, it's not about the milk.
Wait, they're clarifying, Richard.
Not about the milk. It must be about the cheese, the 1% cheese. They mustn't like
I
it.
bet you said it's about the cheese.
Yes, we
but
did.
It's not about the cheese.
they're clarifying.
Oh, it's a Sainsbury's thing, a Tesco
The
thing.
1%. It's not about Tesco's. It's about 1% of you having all the wealth. It's about the 1% having all the happiness and health.
Wait, silence, I won't hear this anymore. You might have numbers, but we've got iron ore. You think that you can march here on my street? Don't you know you're lucky if I toss you food to eat?
Oh, for goodness sake, just have some Sainsbury cake. Yes, oh, for goodness sake, just eat this Sainsbury cake. Oh, for goodness sake, just eat this Sainsbury cake.
Oh, for goodness sake, just eat this Sainsbury cake.
Don't you remember me? I'm the one with the lock and key. Everybody follow me to the cellar.
Miss Pauline?
Don't you remember me? I'm the one who used to see everything you did inside.
Oh,
Down
okay.
with the 1%.
We'll
down
give you a
with the
cake
1%,
from Fortnum
down
and Mason's,
with
huh?
the 1%,
That's more upscale.
down with the 1%,
more upmarket.
down with the 1%, down with the 1%, down with the 1%, down with the 1%.
Yes, I've seen this happen before. I've seen the people rise. The only way to do is not to surmise. Don't let them win, just let them sin. How do I know? Because I'm Alan Rickman.
Hi guys, yeah, it's Jenny Radcliffe here. Yeah, I've got to stand up for what I believe in. Sorry, Rickman, old bud. Yeah, but down with the 1%, you know. Got my old pal Rupert Grint and Emma. Yeah, yeah.
I'm a feminist.
Yeah, good on you, Emma. Oh God, yeah, yeah. Equality. Yeah. I say, it's me, Maggie Thatcher, here with all the ghosts of London to fight off you all. The country's not returning. And I've had a couple of whiskeys. Every ghost at your position.
Oh my gosh, I'm the ghost of London.
Yeah, I'm the ghost of Mel B.
I'm the ghost of Jack the Ripper. I was a royal. And I hate the Tories.
I'm Lady Diana. Too soon? Yes, I'm going to go back to my grave. Goodbye.
And I'm a horse. Down with the 1%. Down with the 1%. Down with the 1%.
It's happening, girls. Who I said it would be a ghost fight. Oh, it ain't ready. It's not really the ghosts are fighting. I knew this would happen. I gotta say, things are so much better now. I mean, in the time, isn't it, Mr. Brand? Don't you think?
Excuse me, Prime Minister Brand.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Prime Minister Brand.
Yeah, it's all right. Don't worry about formalities, Miss Pauline. You know, I'm chill. You know, I do yoga. You know, I was married to Katy Perry. I've done Celebrity Bake Off. You know, it's fun. I'm Russell Brand.
You were
know.
so inspiring when I saw you live talking about drug addiction.
I was telling my friend Alec Baldwin, when we did Rock of Ages together, me, Russell Brand and Alec Baldwin, I was having a good chat with him and I was like, there's just got to be more to life than just, having sex with girls.
With really famous celebrities. Really hot women. Really
doing
hot.
cocaine, going to the Soho House, getting in the photo booth, doing cocaine in the photo booth, going in, having sex with more sexy women, getting married to a celebrity in India, breaking up with her 3 months later, writing a book. There's got to be more to life, And I thought, Russell, what are you going to do with yourself? And I had an epiphany. And I thought, I am having an abusive relationship with myself. What I need to do is I need to run for Prime Minister. And luckily, the ghosts took out the Prime Minister. And so there was an opening.
I went for it because I manifested. I went to India.
Yeah.
Russell Brand.
No, I've seen his vision board. It had Ghost take over Downing Street.
Yeah.
And look at us now.
Yeah, it's a vision board. Me, Alec Baldwin, my friend Alec Baldwin from Rock of Ages.
He's problematic.
Well, we made out in Rock of Ages. I thought that was very progressive.
That's fine, but what he did recently was really wrong, I guess,
Yeah, we don't talk about Alec Baldwin now.
No, I guess no. Rich, famous celebrities are on our side, aren't they? Yeah. They're not like the other 1%.
Not like the other rich, famous
Not like the
forgetting
ones
Sarah
that were
Marshall.
born into their
Just like forgetting Sarah Marshall, forgetting Alec Baldwin.
Yeah. Forgetting Alec Baldwin.
Forgetting Alec Baldwin.
Bring. Oh, sorry, that will be the Dowager again. 1 second. Hello, Dowager.
Yes, hello. It's the Dowager.
No, we're not going to remove Daniel Radcliffe and his friends from your Edinburgh castle.
Please, my God, it's really testing my patience.
No,
he won't stop going on about how he's all about equal equality and he's so tiny in person.
No, they'll cross over when they're good and ready when they see the light.
He's so full of positivity. He's so positive. I can't stand it.
Lizzie loves equality. He was in a show called Equus and everything. He got naked. But listen, until you give those...
Bagging on about it. He keeps talking about this movie called Swiss Army Man that went nowhere, absolutely nowhere.
Yeah, and that's what...
Paul Dano?
Yeah.
Who was Paul Dano?
He's a famous actor. So a lot of people, that we want you to go through this certain type of British torture until you hand over the money that you pledged to the Tories to Mr. Brand, Mr. Prime Minister Brand. Until then, adieu.
Oh, I like it. Like that.
Yeah, nicely handled.
That's okay. I'm your henchman.
Rough but fair, innit? Yeah.
That's it. We've got to cut off all of the power supplies of the previous party.
You got any vegan food around, yeah?
Yeah.
We don't serve vegan food.
Oh, well, you're fired.
Oh,
well, that's uncalled for, isn't it?
No, well, I'm in charge, aren't I?
Well, in a way, but it's not exactly
how we
how
I'm Prime
we
Minister,
envision.
aren't I? Russell Brand, Prime Minister, friends with Alec Baldwin, Rock of Ages. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. You're forgetting your place, yeah?
we don't have places here.
Mr. President Brand, I do have a question for you. Now, this morning I was out with the Dyson, and I noticed under one of the chairs quite a lump. I'm happy to let you explain it. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but it's not a rug.
Was that lump wearing a PVC dress?
It was.
Did it look like a California girl?
Well, it did. Looked like a little sushi while I watch a movie.
You need to ignore that.
Yeah, look, I've done that before.
I used my Jedi mind trick on you, Miss Pauline. I'm Russell Brand, yeah? Celebrity Bake Off.
Yeah, you are.
I made a cake of my wife's vagina. I really did. Look it up on YouTube.
You're all the same. No, you are. You're all just the same. And I'm sick of it, not you. I'm sorry.
Well, it's okay. I'm a ghost.
Mr. Rickman, thank you so much for everything you did. It was really special.
It's an honour to be in your presence.
Turncoat. Just like in the Potter movies.
I'm afraid there's a larger conversation going on here, but I appreciate your time and what you did for the industry. Gone too soon. But, Mr. Brand, you can take this seriously. Your high as a kite, aren't you?
Yeah, I've relapsed, yeah.
No, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of all of you. It doesn't work like this. It never works, it can't. It never works, it won't. It never works, I see now. Humans are selfish, every single one, even me, even you. We're the number ones in our heads, that's right, that's what we think. We need a group. Someone from everywhere come to here. This is where we'll set the new year. One person from each type of place will rule. That's the rule.
Yes, Russell, get out of here. Wingardium Leviosa, yeah.
Get him, Rickman.
Fundamentals, abracadabra.
I'm Neil Buchanan, and this is an art attack. Get out of here, Russell. Give you a heart attack. Yeah, we're the Brits, and we're in power too. Get
at you. Really showered.
Because if everyone is special, no one will be. If everyone is special, no one will be. If everyone is special, no one will be. You'll see. If everyone is special, then no one will be. If everyone is special, then no one will be. If everyone is special, then no one will be. You'll see.
Oh, yes, it's me. I'm having a schism. I'm the ghost of Lenin supporting your communism.
Oh, I'm Terry Hatcher. What happened to Ghost Margaret Thatcher?
She was here the whole time, watching from the wings. She's having a cup of tea. She's tired, so tired.
If everyone is special, then
No one will.
is.
If everyone is special, then no one will be. If everyone is special, no one will be. We'll see. If everyone is special, no one will be. If everyone is special, then no one will be. If everyone is special, then no one will be. You'll see. You're the voice.
Try and understand.
You're the voice. You're the voice.
And stop watching it. Just try and understand it.
Everyone is special, no one will be. If
Do you have the X factor?
If everyone
Do
is
you
special,
have the
no
X
one will
factor?
be.
Do you have the X factor?
Down with the 1%. Down
Daniel Radcliffe.
the
I'm Daniel
1%.
Radcliffe.
It's down
Daniel
with
Radcliffe.
the 1%. You'll see. Everyone is special, no one will be. If everyone is special, no one will be. If everyone is special, no one will be. You'll see. You'll see.
Those drunkards at Downing Street.
They'll see. No. That could be the end.
That's the end of the show. That's how it ends. Yep.
No.
That's how it ends.
Whoa! Impromptu's just got well political in it.
Yeah, a very, I guess, clumsy deconstruction of the British class system.
But a very neat interpretation of a bunch of accents
Oh,
of famous
yeah.
celebrities.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Sorry to break it to everyone, how many celebrities are actually dead?
and how many of them
Well,
were
me?
actually Tories,
Yeah, right?
including Tori Spilly's younger face. Wow.
I know. That was,
So
It's a tale as old as time.
it really is.
I thought you
People
said
are
Taylor's Alders, and I was like, oh my God, Taylor Swift is a Tory too?
Yeah, Taylor's Tory
Probably.
time.
Tory Swift.
Yeah.
Taylor
Wait,
Swift's Tory time.
So Russell Brand, did he actually make his wife's vagina in a cake?
Yeah, he did.
I hate
yeah.
that.
It's on Bake Off. You can watch it on YouTube.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
How does she feel about that?
I don't know. I don't know him personally or her personally, but he did. He baked it.
I met Russell Brand personally
You did.
with Josh Burton,
Yeah.
who's also in the troupe. We got some tickets to go to a meet and greet with him shortly before the pandemic started, and I think
Yeah.
I got on Russell's bad side, to be honest. I was trying to hurry along because a lot of people were talking to him for a long time. He was being very
Yeah.
generous with his time. And so I went, let's just take the selfie. And he thought that I was just wanting a selfie and didn't actually care about chatting to him. And he was
Yeah.
a bit like, okay, get out of here.
No substance.
Nah, and it was a bad selfie too of me. Yeah, it was bad. I looked very ghoulish.
If
Yeah.
you subscribe to Patreon, we'll put that picture on.
Oh, yeah, we will. It's very ghoulish. I look very creepy.
I've never even seen it. I don't think anyone has. You've shown it to many people?
I put it on Instagram for a short time, and then Josh wrote to me, "You look really scary here," and I took it down because everyone knows my Instagram's for one thing, and that's thirst traps.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us once again for a very empowered episode of Impromptunes. Empowered Impromptunes. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe and vote communism. And remember that
If everyone is special, no one will be. If everyone is special, no one will be. If everyone is special, no one will be. You'll see. If everyone is special, no one will be. If everyone is special, no one will be. If everyone is special, no one will be.